The Cowboys Society, real fan, real talk. Now, I know the thumbnail got your attention and the content, get your subscription. Now, today, guys, I'm going to let you know why our Dallas Cowboys are going to have the most successful season that we have had in over 30 years. Now, before I do, go ahead and hit me with the HBO special. That's a Help a Brother Out special with a like and a subscribe. Without further ado, let's talk about it.
Here we go! Here we go! How about that, Cowboys?
News for some good reasons. They reported to training camp yesterday. Everyone seemingly healthy. Everyone seemingly happy from a contractual standpoint. Dallas went 7-9-1. Remember Brian Schottenheimer's first year, but this season there are loftier expectations. Here's Cowboys owner and GM Jerry Jones on what he would deem a successful season for them Cowboys.
I think to contend for a Super Bowl, which would, if you contend, you got a real chance of being in it and being in the game. I think those are the kinds of things that I don't believe are an outlandish or a reach to expect.
Now, you know Jerry Jones is always going to talk about winning a Super Bowl, guys. Moving forward, I'm going to let you guys know why that's not an outlandish thing to say this season.
And so that's a successful season. Bottom line is I love the excitement. You guys, for all practical purposes, don't expect us to be a contender in the Super Bowl. Y'all don't. Why would you? I like that. I do. I like that. And I like what we put together to show you that we can do it.
All right. Let me touch on what Jerry just talked about for a quick second. All right, guys. So he talked about winning the Super Bowl. He always talks about winning a Super Bowl. Even if he doesn't talk about winning the Super Bowl, the media will talk about the Cowboys winning a Super Bowl or, of course, not winning a Super Bowl and how long it's been before we even been to a NFC championship game. It's absolutely embarrassing. Let me go ahead and put that out there. It is tough being a Dallas Cowboys fan, especially being someone of my age, 42 years old. You see the grays coming in. You see the wisdom growing up on my face. It's tough being 42 years old because I saw the 90s. I saw the back-to-back Super Bowls. I saw the Super Bowl in 1996. So to go this long, all my adult life, and we have not been competitive in the playoffs, it's tough, guys. It's tough. And I know all you guys can relate with me, people who are my age and people who haven't seen a Super Bowl, fans who haven't seen a Super Bowl, guys. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. But out of all seasons, I can see why Jerry would say this will be a good season. We have completely rehauled our defense, guys. Completely rehauled our defense. That's all I'm going to touch on right now. Let me go ahead because we're talking about why we're going to have the most successful season that we've had in 30 years. That's coming up. Let me finish this clip. Let's go ahead and do it.
Are these fair expectations, Lewis, for the Cowboys in this upcoming season?
Look, you know, I'm big on projecting future performance, right? And look, it's easy to bang on the Cowboys because of the lack of postseason success that they've had forever. And the fact that every year they're the most talked about team, the most covered football team, maybe the most overhyped team, the most scrutinized team. But look, objectively speaking, when you look at the work that they've done this offseason and you try to project forward, what is it going to look like for them in the East and the NFC and the league overall? I think they are well within, you know, the discussion for being a team that should have Super Bowl aspirations.
Okay. Let's get to it. We are going to have our best season in 30 years because we are focusing on football. Now, what do you mean, John? We're focusing on football. We're a football team. What do you mean we're focusing on football? Because every other offseason, we have to deal with contracts, disgruntled athletes not getting what they want when they want it. We have to deal with injuries. We have to deal with players faking injuries. We have to deal with holdouts. We have to deal with hold ins. We have to deal with off the field drama, people getting arrested, people saying outlandish things to the media. You can tell when certain guys don't want to be a part of the team. You remember Diggs last year. He didn't want to be a Cowboy anymore. Complete drama. Last year, we had to deal with Micah Parsons off the field. The year before that, we had to deal with CeeDee Lamb. The year before that, we had to deal with Dak Prescott. We did, though. We did have to deal with George Pickens a teeny, weedy bit. But I must say, and especially with the type of mentality that George Pickens was coming into Dallas with, we didn't know if he was going to ever pop off and blow up, because he is kind of like a time bomb, a ticking time bomb ready to blow. And especially coupling him with his agent, who ultimately got Micah Parsons out of here, who had Micah Parsons holding in. We didn't know when it was going to blow up, if he wanted to sign on the franchise tag, things of that nature. He ultimately did sign and did not create a huge off-season problem. Guys, everybody is healthy coming back into training camp, and we have no issues. That's what I mean when I say we are focusing on football, and that is it. We got a second-year head coach who changed the culture. We have a first-year defensive coordinator, Christian Parker, who has come in and rehauled the defense. There has never been an NFL team that has improved their defense as drastically as the Cowboys did this offseason, and of course at the end of the season last year. We are a whole new team on defense, and our offense was ranked number 1 last year, and every single one of them are coming back this year healthy. Now, what do you have to say about that? Yes, you can talk about the 30 years where we have been not competitive in the playoffs, at least, because we are a regular season phenom. But guys, when we have the right mentality, and may the football guys be on our side during the season, and we don't have any serious injuries that's going to hold us back. When we're focusing on football, when we have the right mentality, we have so many players that are comrades with each other before they got to the league, in the league, and now they're on the same team. Guys, we got chemistry. The only thing we have to wait and see is if we're going to get a new edge rusher, because there's trade talks going around, and if this newly constructed defense and defensive scheme will gel together and be a force to be reckoned with. Guys, I'm not saying it's our year. I'm just saying we are going to have the best season we have had in 30 plus years. Go ahead and hit me with the HBO special. That's the Help a Brother Out special, with a like and a subscribe. And of course, let me know down below what you think the Cowboys will do this season, because of what we are doing this off season. I'd like to know. Leave your comments down below. Remember, this is the Cowboys Society. Real fan, real talk every day. Until next time, peace.